Good morning. This is Matt Carlisle. Glad to have you with our EBTR webinar for today. We're looking forward to it. Clean the Air Challenge. We have Bailey Borwith to present to us today. Just a couple of housekeeping things. We don't have any auto, so you can't give us feedback that way. But if you put it on the chat, we'll be able to respond to you that way at the end of the webinar, and we'll get your feedback that way. Thank you. And then here's Bailey.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Matt. This is my first webinar, so this is kind of fun. And like he said, please feel free to make comments in the chat. And if you have any questions, send them that way as well. And I'll try to answer them as we go. And then we'll also have some time at the end for questions as well. So I'm really excited to be here today and talk to all of you about the Clear the Air Challenge and the upcoming challenge for 2019. I know many of you who are watching have participated in the challenge before and have been some great supporters of the challenge. There may also be some of you who are new to the challenge and would like to learn more. So I'm hoping I can kind of cover both audiences today. And again, please let me know if you have questions. So just a little bit about the challenge. It started in 2009. It's actually our 10th year this year. And it's been a great partnership between lots of different organizations around the state. But it's put on through the Salt Lake Chamber mostly because this is such a business community priority to help show how employers and employees can work together to help clean our air through TravelWise strategies. TravelWise, since the beginning of the challenge, have been our main partner, and we subscribe to the TravelWise strategies to help people reduce their trips and reduce emissions. So originally this was a summer challenge. We did it in July every year, but last year we actually switched it and transitioned it to be a winter time challenge. We saw a lot of success with that, and that's mostly just because that is really when air quality is visibly at its worst. We know that we still have air quality challenges in the summertime with ozone and whatnot, but wintertime, it's really on everybody's mind, and in some ways it's a little bit more challenging to do these TravelWise strategies, but that just adds another layer of the fun with it. So again, like I said, we use TravelWise strategies within the challenge. They're all listed here. And really within the tracker that I'll show you in a little bit, these are the different strategies that people can use to show how they're reducing their emissions or cutting down on their trips. Carpooling, using transit, teleworking is another big one. Trip chaining, hopefully we're all trip chaining anyway, but that's just kind of the idea that if you're going out to run errands, you run them all in a chain in a row instead of going from home to the store, back home, then back out to the library or whatever you're going, but chaining all of those trips together. It helps save emissions and cold starts and eliminate cold starts. Skipping the trip, that really can be as easy as packing a lunch instead of driving your car out to go get something for lunch. Walking or biking or scootering if you're in downtown Salt Lake City. And then using electric vehicles. This is also a new addition to the challenge from last year, is now that you can actually put in the tracker that you used an electric vehicle, and it will add that to your for lack of a better word. So these are all the different strategies that your employees can use during the challenge and can track their trips this way. Okay. So just to give you an idea of the challenge results. This is over the last 10 years, our overall challenge results. And really, this is the greatest thing about the Clear the Air Challenge and what makes it unique is that people can actually see the impact that they're making. Although the tracker is definitely not a perfect system, it is the really, uh, in my opinion, the best and easiest way for people to see the impact that they're making. And doing the challenge in February is just a great way to help your employees or members of your organization um, try to jumpstart some habits that hopefully they will continue year round. But this is over the last 10 years, we've saved over a million trips, 15 million miles, and almost 5,100 tons of CO2 reduced. So it's great for people because you can actually see the difference that you're making as you're participating in the challenge, and that we think is really beneficial. So this year, February 2019, we're getting excited. There's a lot of lead up, and we do a lot of different marketing things. This is actually kind of one of our first ways that we're kicking off the challenge this year is talking to all of you. And we'll have a lot of other follow up information and education and marketing that we can do to help your organizations and your companies get excited and get ready. All of our partners are listed here on the side. We are a UCare partner. They help partially fund this program with a grant, TravelWise, like I mentioned, and the chamber. So our challenge goals for this year, and not just for this year, but in general, um, are to reduce emissions, obviously, and then to educate, inform about the why we're doing this, why it's important, why organizations and companies and your individual employees should care, and then hopefully inspire them to take action and do something about it and do their part to help keep our air clean. And then we're always wanting to gain new participants, and we just really encourage people to give it a try. It's pretty low key for at least 1 month, even less than a full month, 28 days in February to give it a try and to see the impact and the difference that they can make in 1 month. And then hopefully, like I said, from there, jumpstart some really good habits to continue doing these travel-wise strategies year round. And then, of course, another goal, like I mentioned, UCare is a big partner of ours on the Clear the Air Challenge. They do a big marketing and education outreach in the winter as well. And so we really help to support and um, kind of align what we're doing with what UCare is doing during the winter as well. So hopefully you're getting it from all sides and we can be helpful in providing education and resources and just a fun way for your employees to get involved through the challenge. So these were our results for last year. 89,000 trips saved, 1.4 million miles, 386 tons of CO2 saved. Uh, again, this is we think a really easy way for people to see the immediate and direct impact that they can have. And then the other part of this is that it's just fun for people and it gamifies this idea a little bit. And hopefully, you can help within your organization, help create some fun competition. Either we've had some groups where they will kind of compete against teams within their organization. So the accounting team will go up against the C-suite or whatever it is, and that really makes it a lot of fun. Or you could also challenge a different company or organization. So maybe if you're a university, you can challenge another university to see who can get reduce the most trips and save the most miles and emissions. So there's a lot of fun ways that you can kind of gamify it and make it fun and competitive for that month. And again, our hope is that that really continues and just helps people create those habits and get in the habit of paying more attention to the trips that they're taking and find ways to help reduce and save their trips. So we're hoping that we can really boost up these numbers for the 2019 challenge this year. We're excited about it. So here are some of the winners from last year, both individual and uh, team winners. Yes, we have a huge cup that we give away for the both the team and the individual winners. So we're excited about that. And that is a rotating, traveling Clear the Air Challenge cup that gets traveled around to the winners. So you'll definitely want to have that in your front office. But really, all of these organizations and people, like I just talked about, all have different strategies and ways that they kind of get their employees involved and engaged, or why they have a personal connection to helping to clear the air. So, again, we think with all of these different travel-wise strategies, hopefully there's something for everybody and they can get involved in whatever way they can to make a difference for our air. Okay, so now I'm going to go into a little bit more specifics about the TravelWise tracker. This is what happens. So during the month, we'll help you create a team, and then everybody in your team will create a profile within the TravelWise tracker that they can use to help track all of their trips. And that's what will help us and help them know the impact that they're making throughout the month. So the TravelWise tracker, it has a little bit of a new look this year. So um, if you are a challenge regular, if you've done this challenge a few times, um, it will look a little bit different, but it's the same functionality. And then we are really excited this year because we have an app that corresponds with the tracker that people can use to log their trips. And hopefully that'll make it a lot easier for people on the go to just have the app on their phone and log their trips that way. So I'm going to go through how you sign up for the tracker and the app. And this is just very high level. There's lots of other little details that I can go into, but hopefully this will just give you a good idea so that if you're new to the challenge and then new to the app, you can know how to get on the app and get started. And we'll be rolling out a lot more education and marketing about how to do this for all the existing teams and new teams coming up in the next month. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to cleartheairchallenge.org. And from there, you can click right on the front page. It'll say sign up or register for the challenge. You click there, it'll take you over to the TravelWise tracker, and you can sign up from here. This is what it will look like. So you just fill in your information, say next over here. It will ask where your home and work zip code is. This will help with the app a little bit later, and I'll get into that. So pretty simple. From there, it'll take you to your dashboard. I actually had my coworker do this for me yesterday. She is new to the chamber and didn't have an account. So this is her brand new dashboard. She hasn't put in any trips yet, but this is what the dashboard looks like. Again, if you're new to the challenge, this will be just all the same. If you've been around and participated in the challenge before, you'll notice it looks a little bit different, but um, and there'll be some changes before February as well. Mostly with these little content bricks, we'll be providing some specific education to the challenge within these little bricks. So that will actually hopefully be helpful for you and your teams. So on your dashboard, people can come here and log their trip and put in where they went, the mode of travel. When you go here, you can actually select the mode. And when you drop down to the mode, all of the TravelWise strategies will come up and you select the one that works best with what you did for that day. So if you took transit, you would just say the distance and then select transit there. And then it will log your trips here and it will show all of your stats here. Once the 2019 challenge gets started, this will be updated to say 2019 challenge, and you can actually see the results for both individual users and the teams and networks, how it's going. So you can keep up with that. Okay, from here, now we're going to go and I'm going to show you how to connect the tracker with the app. So go up here to edit profile, and it will take you to this screen. You can fill in your details here and also your home address and your work address. As you scroll down, you can see that. This will make it easier for you to connect the app with the tracker and what you're doing here. And this will actually just help both in planning carpools. So there's up here at the top where you see trip planning, you can actually plan your trip and see who else in your area maybe going in the same direction as you or even to the same area as you, and so that you could carpool together. So it makes it easy for that, as well as the app actually allows you to um, enable tracking on your phone, and it will actually track your home to work trips every day. So I'll show you that in just a minute. So from here, after you've filled out your home and work address, you'll go over here to connected apps, and this is what will come up. So this is the app that we will be using. It's called Commute Tracker by Right Amigos. And if you put that into your app store, it should be the first one that pops up. It has this little icon here. And you'll want to take note of this um, code, because this is what will allow you to connect your account with the TravelWise tracker to this Commute Tracker app. So take note of that, and then make sure you go um, download the Commute Tracker. Again, if you put in search Commute Tracker, this will be the first thing. It's also available on Google as well and for Android. So get that, download that, and this is what will pop up once you get onto the home page of that screen. So then you just simply fill in the connect pin from your desktop and your email that you use to sign up for the tracker. If you already have an email that's connected with the tracker, just use that same information and then connect. Okay, so this is what the app looks like when you get in. This is kind of your home page. Again, this is mine. I enabled tracking so that it will actually track my work to home trips just by knowing my work and home address. So it will come up and you can actually it will say, hey, you have a pending trip that you can confirm. So I could actually go in here and confirm. It will be actually on this slide. If you click here, it will allow you to confirm. You can review. Let's say yesterday I actually took tracks instead of driving alone. I could come in here and it would allow me to change my mode here from work to home to transit and the distance or whatever. So you can confirm your trip there, and then those will be automatically logged, which makes it super simple and easy. Usually that's the most consistent trip that most of your organization members will have. And the app makes it very simple for you to go in and just do that automatically and confirm it. So one less step you have to worry about. You do just have to review to make sure that it's correct, and then it will do it for you. If you want to manually log a trip from for all the other trips that you do throughout the day, or if you skipped a trip, you can do that up here by just clicking the plus sign up at the top. And then it will take you here again, and you can just fill in, I'm adding an extra trip. On Monday, I took transit, and then say to and from and add the trip, and it will be added and it will show up both on the app and in the desktop tracker. So again, it's really great. There will be some, again, education here because we've got the TravelWise tracker, but we're using the Commute Tracker app. So we understand that there'll be a little bit of education that has to happen to overcome the differences there. But we really think this is something that participants have really been asking for and wanting for a long time. So we really think that this will be a good year to hopefully kind of work out all these kinks and get people excited and make it as easy as possible for people uh, to track their trips, both from mobile and desktop. So that's for the app. And then just to finish off, I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about what's in store for 2019. We're still kind of in the planning stages of exactly how everything is going to roll out. We do a lot of education and marketing and outreach at the beginning of the year. It's just so hard with the holiday season to get people thinking about something that's happening in February. But so once we get back from the holidays, first part of January, we really kick off our big campaign. It does coincide with UCare's winter campaign as well. But here's some of the things that we're working on for 2019. First of all, we're really doing a lot of outreach and kind of changing our audience a little bit to involve more students and young professionals. We found that they're really the ones that are willing to make the most change and want to see changes. And so we're excited about doing some things to get more people involved. and students involved, especially with the new UVX line down in Utah County that can hopefully get a lot more students involved that are already taking transit and making some changes there. We're always looking to create and continue our partnerships. We have partnerships with a lot of businesses and organizations throughout the valley to help kind of get everybody on board, including all of our local chambers of commerce that work with the Salt Lake Chamber on this initiative. So if your organization is interested, we'd love to partner with you. And that really may be just simple things like helping us get the word out, putting some stuff up on your social media through your marketing channels that can help us kind of expand the reach of the program. We're always encouraging businesses and giving them the tools that they need to succeed in implementing the Clear the Air Challenge within their organization. We've left it pretty flexible so the organizations can do what works best for them. Some, like I said, just do fun kind of challenges within the challenge between different groups within their organization. Some give away prizes for the top person within their organization or do kind of a weekly prize for who tracked the most trips or um, who carpooled the most or something during that week. But you can kind of make it unique and individual to your organization that way. And then part of this is that we as a chamber really want to tell your story. And so please share with us what you're doing and what you have planned. And we'd love to put that out. We during the challenge do blog posts and kind of highlight some really cool things that people are doing to get their employees and individuals within their organization excited. And that goes along with social media engagement. We had a lot of fun last year on social media, and so we're going to really make that a big push this year as well, as to do a lot more engagement on social media. We are thinking about even doing some stickers, which seems kind of lame. But then I realized after the election, when everyone really wanted those I voted stickers, that this could actually be a great idea. So even just a sticker that says that they took the challenge and posting that on social media to let people know that they are participating in the challenge. So we've got some fun things coming that way, using some TravelWise videos to get people excited. And then we have some events that will coincide with it as well. Really take note of this January 10th team leader training. We will have that available. It will be at the Salt Lake Chamber, and that will really be a deep dive into all of this. Like I said, I kind of just scratched the surface today, but if you are planning on being a team leader for your organization, this is a wonderful way to come network with other team leaders to see what they're doing. And then we'll go through a lot of kind of the nitty gritty technical details so that you feel you have everything you need to be successful during the challenge. And if you can't make it up here to Salt Lake, we understand that as well. We'll also have it available to stream online, similar to this today. We do a press conference, a press event every year to kind of get things kicked off. And then this year, we're also talking about doing a final countdown party. So on the last night of the challenge, getting together, celebrating everyone's great work. And we'll have laptops and there that people can log their any final trips that they have so that we can get the results out quickly that next week and let everybody know. So we are really excited about the Clear the Air Challenge this year. Just want to thank all of you again. I know some of you have participated in years past, some of you may be new, but thank you in advance for your support of the challenge. And hopefully this is a really great way to jumpstart some good strategies to get people excited about reducing their trips and their emissions and really help make a difference to keep our air clean this winter time. I am going to leave you with this, my contact information. We are really open to any ideas. Love to chat with you more if you have specific questions, and we can take questions now as well. So put those in the chat if you have any, but that's my contact info there. Please feel free to reach out and we can discuss the challenge a little bit more. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Bailey. Looking here, it doesn't look like we have any questions. So if you do afterwards, or if you're viewing this in a couple of days after or whenever, just get a hold of Bailey at this phone number or email address, and she'll be able to answer questions. And we look forward to further EBTR webinars in the future. If you have any suggestions of what topics you'd like to see, or if you want to do a topic yourself, get a hold of me, Matt Carlisle. Phone number is 801-536-4116. And have a good day. Thank you.